All right, what up, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing well on this Friday, honey. Okay, let's see. Good morning, sweet Jane. Good morning, sweet Essence. Good morning. Good morning. Um, where did we leave off yesterday? Hey, IPV, Moretta. What's up, y'all? So I won't be live all day like I normally am today. Um, give you guys a few updates, and then um I'm gonna post a couple of videos in response to this. um yeah, it's Father's Day. It's Father's Day weekend, honey. It's Father's Day weekend, child. It's Father's Day weekend, child. So shout out to all the daddies out there. Shout out to all the daddies. What's going on, little baby? What's going on, Aunt Natty? How you doing? It's Father's Day weekend, child. But not only that, y'all, I'll let you guys know that I have been working on a I've been working on a show, and so um no, I ain't trying to be outside this weekend. Unfortunately, I can't be outside this weekend, honey. I had to I gotta, yeah, I wish I could be outside this weekend, child. I got so much to do. So much to catch up on. So much, but hey, listen. Okay, let's see here. It's your first as a father, man. It's crazy. Hey, Sean Talks, what's going on, boo? Hey, Queen Sag. All right, so we're gonna talk about what happened yesterday in the court as well. I do know that they've gotten started this morning. I'm not sure who the first witness is on the stand this morning. Let me see. They haven't gotten the witness in yet. They haven't gotten the witness in yet. Hey Jasmine. But let's go ahead and catch up from yesterday. Yesterday, a lot of people couldn't go live. Couldn't go live. Some people, some people were kicked off of their live streams. It was a lot going on yesterday. I don't know what it was, but it was a lot going on yesterday. All right. So I know we left off at lunch yesterday, so let's get into a couple of things here. So Jane Doe is no longer on the stand. Hey, Bama girl, what's going on? What's going on? Jane Doe is no longer on the stand. They finished up with her yesterday with her cross examination, her redirect, and recross. Well, I don't know if recross actually happened, but let's go ahead and get into this. So, defense attorney Tini Gallegos has continued to question Jane about a June the 18th, 2024 altercation. And you guys can hear me okay, right? I don't even know if I asked that. I don't even know if I asked that. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And listen, if you guys would love to send a Father's Day seed, there's the information up at the top, and all things are alleged, honey. And we have to protect the platform. Please do not say James' name in the chat, which y'all have been doing pretty good about that, but I just want to reiterate that. All right. Let's go, baby. Defense attorney Tini Gallegos has continued to question Jane about a June the 18th, 2024 altercation with Sean Diddy Combs at Jane's rented Los Angeles home, the one that she's paying $10,000 for. At some point after Combs punched Jane in the face, he got a hold of she got a hold of his phone and called the woman that she believed that he was recently on the family trip with. And y'all remember, he kept saying that he thought that that girl was under, or she thought that that girl was underage and was calling him a pedo and all of that. The woman told Jane that she was worried about the wrong things and shouldn't be panicking, Jane testified. The two women traded insults on the phone, and when Jane said that he's beating my ass right now, Combs hung up the phone, Jane testified. It appeared the woman called Combs back more than once after that, but didn't pick up, Jane said. Combs then FaceTimed his assistant Jonathan to assist, and could tell Jane that there is no other woman that was on that trip. Jane then got into the shower, and Combs followed her in. She said she was naked, but he was still wearing his pants, she testified. Jane confirmed that she was calling Combs names, including a fraud, a bitch, and a pedo. While they were in the shower. He then slapped her very hard in the face. She said she confirmed that she continued to call him names, and then he slapped her 2 more times before they got out of the shower. Gallegos asked if Combs said to her, we've never fought like this before, and now the lawsuit comes and you're attacking me. Jane testified that she remembered him saying something like that, but said that her behavior was not related to the lawsuit. At this point, I had just reached my breaking point into the relationship. At this point, during June the 18th of 2024's altercation with Sean Diddy Combs, after she had yelled, had yelled to stop, Combs then told her to put on a lingerie outfit. Combs used her phone to text the entertainer Anton to see if he could come over. She said, now wait a minute, y'all. I seen a picture of Anton, and Anton is fine. But if I'm not mistaken, y'all, I know this wasn't no dream. I know this wasn't no dream. I was scrolling on social media, and I don't know if it was Facebook or Instagram that I was scrolling on. I'm not sure if Anton still do sex work, but I seen him on a post arguing with somebody recently. And I know that wasn't no dream. I know I seen that, but I don't synced it. I synced it. Shout out to Moses. But I don't know where I seen it at. And I hate when you like see something. It could have been on Twitter too. I hate when you see something on social media and then your social media refresh and then you're not able to find it. But I seen him arguing with somebody back and forth about sex work. And I do not know where I seen this at. And again, I know it wasn't a dream. Because then I put two and two together. I hadn't seen what Anton looked like until somebody sent me a picture last night. And I thought, wait a minute. That's the same dude that was arguing. Because I went to his page and I looked at his page and it was the same dude. What other dude? Which one? Which one are you talking about? The thing is, why would the other woman believe this when Jane called? Hold on. When Jane called directly from his phone. Lord, I can't stand when that. Yeah, it pissed me off. It pissed me off. It pissed me off because I'm really looking for it. And I can't remember where I was. I can't remember if I was on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, but wherever it was, I seen it. And then it like refreshed, and then I didn't see it no more. But he was arguing with a woman and a man. The woman and the man was not known. Not known, like they wasn't a celebrity or anything. But I know I seen it. I know I seen it. This is Cabral. Oh no, Cabral is Sly. Cabral is Sly. That's the other guy. Congrats, Chef. I was in members only yesterday, but had to jump out because I was walking into church. Oh my God, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's gonna help my day. Cause baby, when I say I'm tired, y'all didn't go to bed till probably about 3:15 this morning, maybe 3:20. And then right back up at it again at before 7, honey. Also think her not arguing over Cassie, but arguing over Young Miami or Gina is something else to that. Well, Cassie wasn't really in the picture. Cassie wasn't really in the picture around that time. Because you gotta remember, we getting the trolls out of here. You gotta remember this was from 2001. She was in a relationship with Diddy from 2001 to 2024. So she didn't really have to worry about Cassie. Yeah, the sly dude ain't cute to me either. All of them was ugly except for Anton, and I think it was another one. And I thought, what the hell, y'all. Ugh. But yeah, Jane Doe is from 2021 to 2024. Mm-mm. Cassie and Diddy stopped messing around with each other or stopped fooling with each other around 2018, 19, 2018, I think. It's either 17 or 18, actually. So yeah, Cassie wasn't in the picture when Jane Doe was around. And the woman he went while water rafting and while arming with was Jessie May. Really? Hmm. I saw another lady that he was with. Well, I saw another lady. It could have been one of the kids' friends though. But I did see a lady. This trip that they're talking about. Quincy posted a vlog about 6 months ago. Um, Quincy posted a vlog about 6 months ago, and the girl was in the actual video. Now you could, and again, it could have been a friend. I don't know. I don't really know what the girl looked like. Um, are you supporting this man, girl? She is. They are heavy on women not being overweight and keeping a man. Yeah, I've heard that. They do say she is allegedly. I'm gonna just say allegedly because we're gonna try to protect the platform over here. But allegedly, that's what they're saying, that she is Filipino. Child. And again, it's a whole post on social media on Hollywood Unlocked where academics posted, I guess, one of 50 Cent's girlfriends or something like that, who got up saying that she was talking about, oh no, it wasn't the girlfriend, it was the first baby mama. Talking about that she didn't have to sell no cat. Girl, okay. No, you didn't have to sell no cat. Right. But I don't think you should be talking. I think you should sit over there and shut up and eat your Cocoa Puffs. Eat your Cocoa Puffs or eat your Frosted Flakes, whichever one you want, girl. But be quiet. Anyway, shout out to y'all. Hey, everybody. Shout out to y'all. What's going on, LLE? What's going on, Symmetry? What's up, everybody? Is who supporting who? Can the trolls listen and comprehend? Child, they just trolls, honey. That's why I ain't even making a big deal about it. Talking about am I child, most of the time they come in here talking about they going up for Diddy. Now they come there and talking about uh you trying to bring down a black man. Girl, go to hell. All right. Okay, so Combs also saw earlier text in Jane's thread with Anton, in which the entertainer referred to them as mutual friends. Okay. Also, I want to say this. I found out by several people yesterday, and I did tell y'all that I wanted to listen to people who were actually in the courtroom. What's his name was not there yesterday. What that boy name is? What the man name is? That weird man, Kanye. That man went on that court yesterday. They said Kanye was at court yesterday. Uh, well, the people is saying otherwise. The people say y'all lying. That's what the people say. The people say y'all is lying. I feel like I text Terrain over. Oh, this is his current Facebook. The people was lying, child. All right. So let's go ahead and finish getting into this. And so for the people that are coming in, I won't be live, unfortunately, all day. I'm giving you guys an update, and then I'll come back tomorrow or this evening with another update. But I got a couple of videos I need to record. Allegedly, they want to kick a jury member off. Yeah, the juror number 6 is the one that they want to kick off. And today, they are supposed to be the judge is supposed to answer that. Let's see. Give me 1 second, y'all. So we shall see what they will do um with the juror. We're hearing mixed things with the juror. I've heard that the juror is making gestures during Jane Doe's testimony toward Diddy. I heard, that this person is passing notes and being a little belligerent. I've kind of heard of several different things about juror number 6, but in other words, juror number 6 is the bad person in the classroom, is what it sounds like. The one that do terrible things in the classroom. That's what juror number 6 sounds like. So, all right. So, where were we? Okay, Jane said that it was nothing at that time. She slipped into sweatpants and drove her car to let Anton into the gated community. Okay, so she also stays in the gated community as well. Oh, okay. Jane testified that she, Combs, and the entertainer made small talk before heading to the bedroom. She said that Combs then gave her a look and pulled her aside into the guest bedroom. Combs demanded that Jane explain what Anton meant by mutual friends in the text message, because as far as Combs knew, Jane and the entertainer did not have any mutual friends together. Jane then told Combs about the January Las Vegas trip with the rapper, which led to a hotel room encounter where she saw Anton having sex with the woman. She said that she did not tell Combs about the brief moment from that night, or that she had given Sly, the other rapper, or I'm sorry, the other entertainers. She had given the rapper, given the rapper Sly, another entertainer's phone number. Jane confirmed that Combs was outraged, saying, how could you go to another man's freak off?" Child, you knew the man, and y'all all running the same circles. And how many times did I tell y'all? I said, "Yo, whoever this rapper is, they all run in the same circle." Because what is it a coincidence that you meet the person that you see the person that you having all these freak offs with, and they just so happen to be with a rapper and a girlfriend, and you just so happen to flash your titties and all of that kind of stuff. But I'm supposed to think that y'all, like I've been telling y'all, I said, ain't no way. Ain't there, this world is very small, but it ain't that damn small. Let's be clear. It's very small, but it ain't that small. All right. Then they went into the bathroom and Combs got in her face and told her to take an ecstasy pill. A E pill is what I need to be saying. Cause baby, the way they stripping monetization from talking about Diddy. When Jane told him that she didn't want to have X with Anton, Combs got in her face and said, "Is this coercion?" They eventually went into the bedroom where Jane performed oral X on Anton. Jane and Combs did not have X after the session, which Jane confirmed was not typical of these actual encounters. Jane confirmed that after Anton left, Combs said to her, "I can't believe you went outside of us. I can't believe you went to another man's freak off." She testified that she was quiet and in a daze. Combs secretly eventually picked, hold on, he secretly picked up, wait, Combs security, I'm sorry. Combs security picked him up. All right. In the days after June the 2024 altercation with Sean Diddy Combs, at her rented Los Angeles home, Jane and Combs missed each other so much and she ended up going to his house for a couple of days, she testified. It seemed like he was proposing the idea of breaking up, and I was just listening to him, she said. It was like 8 or 9 hours of that breakup conversation. She continued. She then confirmed that they took rugs and had X during those days without any entertainers. Jane was on board with a breakup. No, she wasn't. Once she saw Combs in Wyoming with another woman. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. Because if she wasn't ready to break up when Carisha was around or when Gina was around, what the hell she finna break up with him because of old Wyoming girl? Girl, please. Anyway, she blocked him and his associates until later that month, when she reached out to him after seeing that his mom was sick and in the hospital. The jury saw a series of text messages from July of 2024 when Jane and Combs talked about their relationship, many of which came out during Jane's previous testimony on direct examination. According to these messages, Combs told Jane that they should just be friends with no beef, and Combs said that she disrespected him by going to his friends' freak offs. Now you doing too much talking. Jane told Combs in many text messages that she wasted 3 years of her life with Combs in a hotel room. She also said, "Please stop acting like I didn't self myself." I think they meant shelf myself to be just only your girl. In one other text, Jane told Combs, at least say you understand that it wasn't cool to have me just doing hotel nights and everyone got private jets all over the world. See, there she go with that jealous spirit. I don't even have anything post worthy from our relationship, which should tell you a lot, girl. This is in 2024. It's over. They spoke often by text and on phone about their relationship in July of 2024, Jane testified. At one point, Jane text comes, "My dumbass thought if I effed more and did more hotel nights, I'll finally get a trip." Girl. At the end of July, they planned for Jane to visit Combs in Miami and a trip that she's previously testified about. They wanted they wanted to stay, or they did stay at the Four Seasons. All right. Jane recalls hotel night incident, rug use, and a love fest with another man during the Miami trip. Jane, one of Sean Diddy's accusers, um, testifying under pseudonym. um, testifying, said that she and Combs, I'm sorry, generally had a good time at the Four Seasons. She had previously testified that at one point during the Miami trip, she told Combs that she was tired and wanted to go to sleep. She said that she got agitated, splashed water on her, and called her a B and then apologized. Diddy did that. I'm sorry. Mm. Defense attorney Tenny Gallegos asked Jane if she had first told prosecutors that story on June the 1st, just a few days before she began her testimony. Jane agreed that she said it just and it was new memory. She confirmed that at one point at the hotel, she told Combs that she missed Paul, one of the men who often joined them for hotel nights. Jane testified that she also had taken the e-pill when she said that, but did genuinely miss Paul at that moment. Oh, wow. She ended up calling Paul, who said that he'd meet them in Miami in a few days. So it means to me that Paul must be one of them. Ooh, sorry, y'all. I felt that sneeze coming. Ooh, Jesus. God bless me. I felt that old sneeze coming, child. Okay. Jane confirmed that she had X with Paul a few days later at Combs' Miami home when she took a different type of rug. Guerrecos asked if Jane felt in control and if it was a great actual experience, and Jane agreed. Jane confirmed that she described that night to prosecutors as a love fest. Jane testified that they ended the Miami trip with a fight about another woman, but they continued to talk. Girl, that's what's getting me with her. You continue to talk. In text messages after the summer of 2024 Miami trip, Jane and Combs talked about seeing a therapist, the jury heard. They decided that the love for each other um, was so much, but all toxic stuff started to come up. Defense attorney Tenny Gallegos asked Jane to confirm that she saw Combs one more time in Miami in August of 2024 before his September the 2024 arrest, and that the trip ended on a positive note. All right, still going. Cross examination ends. The jury takes a break. All right. Assistant U.S. Attorney Maureen Comey referenced messages between Jane and Sean Diddy Combs from June of 2022. I know what you want, baby, but not really in the mood for that part, Jane texted him. Don't want to make you mad. Jane testified that he had been hinting that he wanted an intimate night, and she didn't want to make him upset. That's usually the response that I get from him when I decline those things, she said. All good. Combs responded to the messages. Comey then pulled up a message that Combs sent to Paul, one of the men they frequently invited to the hotel nights, a little over an hour later. I'm going to need you to persuade her, Combs said in part. Jane testified that she wasn't aware of the messages at that time. Comey revisited text messages that Jane sent to the entertainer Paul after the March 2023 trip to Turks and Caicos, when she ended a second hotel night early after they had been with the entertainer for 24 hours. That's insane. She told Paul that Combs didn't make me feel like a human being. Jane also wrote, "It had been 24 hours with no break for me, and at least I was going with the flow for the second link up. But I had warned him that I just felt overwhelmed to overperform for a moment. I've never done before. I'm not a robot, just a mix of tired, hungry, sleepy, and sore." Ooh, child, I can only imagine. Comey asked why Jane sent Combs affectionate messages after the Turks trip, if it was so disappointing. Jane testified that there was a confusing cycle of Combs showering her with love and affection, with all the actual exploitation in between. I was just able to compartmentalize all the bad stuff, she said. All the loving messages are just me focusing on all the good parts of us. All right. Jane would fake orgasms with entertainers during the hotel night, she testified under direct examination by the prosecution. I was putting on a show, she testified. Jane would sometimes send an entertaining or positive message about their time together to make him feel good, she testified. I didn't want him to feel used, she said. Well, that's their job, honey. Kami asked Jane if she could remember the specific date of every hotel night throughout the entire relationship with Sean Diddy Combs. Jane said no. Kami then asked Jane if she wanted to remember every single hotel night with Combs. I wish I could forget them, is what she said. Kami then asked Jane why she brought up hotel nights to Sean Diddy Combs when they had discussions, about the other woman in his life. What I was trying to express every time I brought up a woman was why? Why do I have to be degraded in order to be with you? Jane said, becoming emotional. Girl, you're the same girl who stole him from your friend. No shade, no tea. But one could look at that as you getting back what you put out. And I'm not saying all the extra stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying all the extra stuff is okay or it's right. I ain't saying all that. But I'm just saying it's kind of like you getting it back in a sense. Right? I mean, you stole a man from your friend, girl. And we know your friend happy. Sorry, but whatever. Why do I have to break all of my boundaries and um compromise on myself, but they don't have to, but they can still express you or experience you in the way that I want to? Well, that's what you would have wanted to do, but unfortunately it didn't happen. And for me, I'm sorry y'all, but to me she's no victim. She's no victim. She's no victim. Sorry. I've already told y'all how I felt. Um and don't feel no way is tied because they have so much money. Um it is she into the relationship is how he took it. Exactly. And then the thing of the matter is all this long time. So why were you only pressed? So you were only pressed with Gina. You were pressed with, well, you wasn't as pressed with Gina as you was pressed with Young Miami, or as pressed as you were with the girl that you said that was that he was a pedo with. But my thing is, though, you had all of these opportunities because this man literally told you and tried to get away from you or tried to get you to break up many of times. Now, again, am I making excuses for Diddy and what he did? No, I'm not. But you had ample opportunity and many opportunities to get out of the situation. You were not as to me, you weren't working for him. So it's a lot different from all of these other people who are literally working for him. So their careers and things were in the palm of his hands. At least that's the way that they felt. That wasn't the case with you. What you did was you approached him knowing that that was your friend's man. Not only that, but that first time that you heard about that $10,000 him paying and taking you on a trip, that's what you wanted to hear, which is the reason why the man is still currently paying for your rent and still currently paying for your what's the name. That lady is not a victim in I'm mm-mm, mm-mm. Right, her child should motivate her to exit. I don't think you become a victim when you start walking into this stuff. And see, this is what the defense used. This Let's just have a conversation because this is what the defense used. The defense used is that you set up some of these hotel nights. You did some of these things because you wanted to make that man happy, because you wanted to be with him. You also said that you accepted the fact that he was talking to many different women, but you thought you were the one. You thought you were the only one who was getting paid. You thought you were the only one who was reaping the benefits of being with this man. But then on the same token, You realize that after being with him for 3 years, that he wouldn't take you on a red carpet. He wouldn't take you out. He don't want to be seen with you in public. And he's also saying, let's break up and let's be friends. Let's be homies. He didn't do that to the other women. See, the other women, when they would try to leave, what would he do? He would send his security guard. He would send people out. Diddy didn't like this girl like that. And the only reason why I believe he kept paying was because, just like other people do, they pay so that that person can stay silent. They make that person happy with the good deeds that they need to do to make that person silent. And again, we don't have to agree. And ain't nobody saying, and I want to be very clear, no one is saying that Diddy is not a dog, because he is a dog-faced bastard, if you ask me. But at the same token, when it comes to her, the way that she went about doing certain things, I don't see her as a victim. And a lot of y'all come down here and say, oh, you victim shaming, you doing this. That's not victim shaming. I'm just giving you my opinion. This girl get child support every month. Not only do she get child support every month, but in 2023, this man start paying her rent. This is the same man that, since he's paying her rent, he gets to go and be at her house any point in time that he wants to, even when she has her son. But that's a door that she opened. She opened that door, wanting to have a $10,000 place, which you're nuts for. Downsize, it's just you and your son. Go find you a reasonable place to live at. Also, another thing, you can't tell me no different. You, Diddy, y'all all run in the same circles. And let me tell you, I peeped it instantly when she said that she walked in the room and she saw Anton. See, what you didn't say is when you first testified to that, you didn't talk about you showing your breast. You ain't talk about you flashing them people. You didn't say that. So now we supposed to believe that you just turned around and walked out that room, even though you recognized who was on that bed having sex with. No, she lives in California. Now, she also mentioned too earlier in her testimony that when she got ready to move to LA, okay, because that's where their house is at. When she got ready to move to LA, Diddy paid for her moving truck. Okay, paid for her moving truck, paid for her movers. Then she said that she opened 3 credit cards, 3, and maxed them out to buy furniture for that place. And then turned around and told us that Diddy turned around and gave her money on top of that. So every time this happens, Randall, get your ass out of here. We ain't doing shit like that. Get out of here. It's already too much damn going on. Y'all don't play with me. These trolls, don't play with me. I'm in the mood to cuss y'all out today. Is in the mood to cuss y'all out today. I'm running on fumes right now. So I'm just in that mood. Then he turned around after she maxed out all them credit cards. He turned around and still gave her money to fund not to fund, but to furnish the apartment or the home, whatever. Ma'am, you really had plans all along. Then you get mad because allegedly he out celebrating Young Miami. Carisha, please. You get mad, or Gina, whichever one. You get mad, and then you turn around and then you say, "Oh, well, hey, I need I don't think why he let her do that. I mean, they wasn't together or nothing like that. They weren't together. And to be fair, I don't know, 50 Cent's relationship prior to all of this stuff happening. I don't know what his relationship was like with his son, that he conceived with her. Like I don't know what their relationship was like, because according to her, oh, you ain't seen your son but twice, and you ain't done this. So I don't think he could have done anything to stop it. Right. That's what I'm saying, Andre. Before that, according to her, she's saying that he only seen that baby like once or twice a year. So I don't think he care about what she doing. Just like he don't care. He didn't care about, you know, whatever. I don't think he gave a flying hoot loop about her. So ain't no way he could stop her from doing anything. Um in October, so what I did yesterday was I was looking at some of Diddy's old interviews, or not old interviews, but old IG lives that he did with Carisha and other people. And some of these dates and how they match up with some of these dates that was given in court is crazy to me. Like October of 2023, Diddy had a Instagram live with Carisha. In October 2023, Jane Doe testified to having a hotel night that night. Y'all see what I'm saying? See, a lot of these dates and stuff, it be matching up. So that's why I go down this rabbit hole online and I be looking, okay, matching up dates and stuff. All right, let's see here. All right, y'all. It is the weekend. Y'all know what weekend it is, honey. If you guys would like to be a blessing, you guys can. But furthermore, please double tap the screen. It's a free way of hitting that like button and supporting the platform. Greatly appreciated. 92 in the house and only 42 likes. If we can get those likes up, that would be great. All right. Jane described her sources of income. So let's get into it, honey. Sean Diddy Combs' attorney, Tenny Gallegos, confirmed that Jane gets almost $5,000 a month in child support from her child's father, a wealthy individual. She also asked Jane how much she makes monthly through OnlyFans. Jane said that she makes more than $10,000 per month. And the most that she's ever made in 1 month was $50,000, which tells me you are not doing great things with your money at all. And let's be clear, she started OnlyFans after her and Diddy took a break. What's going on, Diddy? What's going on, Terry? Let's be clear. After. So again, you won't smart with your money, ma'am, at all. Guerrero suggested that Jane could afford her own rent. Jane said that she's catching up on 3 years of debt. Gallegos also confirmed that Combs gave her more than $150,000 in addition to paying her rent in 3 years that they were involved, or in the 3 years that they were involved. Is that I'm worth is in 3 years? Jane said, and eventually answered yes. Gallegos asked, "Did you want more than that? Do you think I'm worth more than that?" Jane replied, "I'm asking if you wanted more than that." Jane said no. "You a liar, girl. Girl, see, this is what I'm talking about. You did want more than that. Let me tell you why you wanted more than that. You literally told that man that you wanted $450,000 for each. I mean, you wanted $100,000 for each year that he put you in distress, so you say, along with an extra $50,000, which was $450,000. The girl lied too. Anyway, moving on. She said she bought that TV to avoid X with another man. I mean, with the freak or doing the freak offs, rather. Jane is offered to stand in a highly unusual move. So peep this, y'all. This is what she did yesterday. I mean, he did ask that, but saying that you didn't want more than $150,000 is not true. He did ask. He did. Cause he was trying to get rid of him. But girl, to be fair, you lied because you still didn't want no $150,000. That was not enough, and you knew it. So the answer really to that question would have been yes and not no. um, Jane is off of the stand in a highly unusual move. As Jane left the witness stand, she stopped and embraced prosecutor Maureen Comey. She continued walking, glared at Sean Diddy Combs, and then leaned in to hug the defense attorney, Tini Gallegos. Girl, what? Shoulder twitch suggested that she was caught off guard. Girl, what? Girl, what? You gave the defense attorney oh girl, oh girl, oh girl, oh girl. What is going on? What? Girl, I cannot. I cannot. Not you gave that lady a hug. Girl, that's some shit right there. Hey, everybody coming in, and shout out to the people who come in and out. Please hit that like button. Again, we won't be here all day. I'm going to get into what is going on right now, and then we'll go from there. All right, let's see here. Yeah, she hugged the defense attorneys. Absolutely. One thing I've noticed about Jane Doe is very, again, like I said, less than smart, and she doesn't know how to read the room. But more power to you. I guess, girl, keep hugging. Whoever said that there was something wrong with hugging the defense attorney? There's nothing wrong with it, right? Mm. Mm. Testimony in Sean Diddy Combs trial is set to resume today around 9 a.m. We already know that they're back in court. The judge said yesterday that he needs some time to decide whether the prosecution can show jurors a text from 2015 that Sean Diddy Combs' security guard sent him. The text recounts a violent incident between Combs and Gina, and that the security guard says will get him arrested even if she begged the police not to do it. Oh, prosecutor Christy Salvik, I don't know how to say that, confirmed that Gina is identified as the third victim in the incident tied to the alleged violent acts. Christie also said that there are records putting Combs, Gina, and the security guard in Atlanta at the time to collaborate or corroborate the messages. Jesus. Defense attorney Jason Disco accused the prosecution of trying to get two bites at the apple because Gina isn't expected to testify. All right, let's see here. Defense attorneys and prosecutors are arguing about the testimony of the next expected witness. A special agent involved in the search of Sean Diddy Combs' home, a Los Angeles home, in March of 2024. The agent is expected to testify about the pop house recovered from the home's security room. Defense attorney Mark Agnifilio argued that one of the agents who initially recovered the pop house should testify about exactly where. Oh Lord. Okay, sorry. About exactly where they were found, rather than not rather than an agent who dealt with the Pow Pows later during the search process. Prosecutor Maureen Comey said that it may not be possible to establish which agent could testify about that because the team of agents who cleared the sprawling property are not tasked with um, cataloging evidence. So they don't keep track of who cleared what before they searched the team, before the search team resurfaced. They're literally saving her. Who are they saving? Does anyone know which crimes he are facing? Racketeering, sex trafficking, and prostitution. Um, all right. Agnifilio said that he wants the jury to hear what the Pow Pows were main what? Okay, they messed all this up. Oh, it say correction. Okay, wait a minute. I don't know what they're trying to say right here, but it say correction, but I don't see the correction. So basically, they're arguing over the Pow Pows, and basically what the government is saying is they can't really detect who it was that, or if the agent was the actual person who saw these Pow Pows in the security room. So it sounds like they got fandangled with during or after the raid. Is what it sounds like to me. All right, let's get into this piece. The judge has turned to prosecutor's previous request to dismiss one of the jurors, number 6. A request made after they said that they found that there appeared to be a lack of candor with the court from the juror. The judge said that there was a question of the juror's residence and confirmed that they've established that he met the qualifications to be in the jury pool and lived in the jurisdiction at least at the time of jury selection. The juror moved out of the Bronx within the last 2 weeks. Oh, wow. The judge said that this only came up because of a friendly banter that the juror had with jury staff members who informed the court of the caution. Oh, so somebody went and snitched. Defense attorney Mark Agnifilio said that it no longer seemed to be an issue, and the juror had been part of the delegate or the selected panel. That's what I'm saying. That's been engaged in cooperative throughout the trial. The judge also pushed back on previous accusations from one of the defense attorneys this week that they needed to dismiss the black juror. Oh, oh wow. The judge said that there has been no evidence and no showing of any kind of biased conduct from the prosecution. Assistant U.S. Attorney Mitzi Steiner said that the juror has said multiple things that cannot all be true, and the most pregnant thing to do would be to get to the bottom of the issue throughout the additional inquiry. Defense attorney Alexandra Shapiro, I guess is how you say her name, said further inquiry would be harassing the juror, who she said would feel singled out and picked on if he's subject to individual questioning again. Shapiro said that the defense waives the issue on appeal. Then Shapiro suggested that the judge asked Combs if he wanted to waive. Combs waved his arms and said, "Waiving, Your Honor." The judge at first said that he'd like to hear more from the juror because he thinks that there would be a perfectly innocent explanation, but said that he think about it further. The judge said that if he opts to question the juror further, He'll do it at the end of the day after the panel has been dismissed. Combs' mother is so far the only one of the relatives in the courtroom today. She says hello to her, or Diddy says hello to her and blows her a kiss. All right. Homeland Security Special Agent Andre Lamont is now on the stand. Prosecutor Meredith Foster is questioning the agent. Lamont was the first of the team to search the Sean Diddy Combs Los Angeles property. All right. Okay. Adam says, let's include the other celebrities in a RICO case. Individuals can be charged separately. Sean Diddy Combs isn't focused on popularity. The prosecution must meet the burden of proof. Absolutely. Hey, Gina. Hey, Shay and Only Shay. Hey, Miss Monet. Hey, everybody. If you're new here, because I do know that we bring in a different group of people, we allow you to have your opinion just as long as you're respectful. And with that being said, if you could please subscribe to the platform, we'd love to have you over here. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. Now, y'all, I would be on my computer, but I'm just gonna tell y'all, baby, that thing keep bothering me. I mean, it keep I need a new computer. That's just period point blank what it is. I need a new computer. All right, let me see. Oh, shout out. We gained quite a few subscribers. So shout out to y'all for being here. All right. Shout out to y'all for being here. And for what reason the people disliking this video? Well, I realize with all of my Diddy videos, people are gonna, there always somebody who gonna dislike the video, child. Girl, y'all love to come around here disliking stuff. Like, girl, y'all weird. See a few trolls in here. Yes, a few of them in here. There's a few of them in here. All right, let's see. We don't have any more updates on CNN just yet. I'm gonna wait just a little bit before I. How this lady sending me a friend request and she dead? Girl, hell no. That's not what we're gonna do on this Good Friday. How the hell this lady sending me a friend request and she dead? Y'all ain't finna mess up my Friday. Ain't. No. That lady is dead and gone. Like or dis. Oh, absolutely like or dislike his engagement. What the hell you disliking these videos though for about Diddy though? Why? What's the purpose of disliking them? That's my point. Which email is this? Let me see. Okay. Oh, well, you better read the full message or you're gonna be left out. Hey, Gigi, what's going on? What's going on? Okay. Please don't restart on me. Just let me fin. Okay, here we go. All right, let's confirm these choices. The feds have a 90 to 96 prosecution rate, depending on how you view it. Oh, I gotta enter my city. What's up, PN2 Ross? What's up, everybody? I see you. Hey, itty bitty. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? What is going on? Um, okay, that's not gonna help me. All right, I'm looking to see if we got some more updates. Let's go up to Twitter. Now my Twitter been going off like crazy. Let's see. All right, let's see what we can get. Let's see what we can get. Okay. The jury is entering. All rise. Jurors, you can see we are only 50 minutes late today. So we are doing better than yesterday. Because yesterday, y'all was too late. Okay? Y'all was too late. Child. Call me. We introduced the following exhibits, and then she gives the exhibits, the exhibit numbers, blah, blah, blah. Before the witness comes in, we introduce these text messages involving Christina Courtroom. Let me read. Puff Music phone number 2. Make sure Robin pays her rent. KK then says, Robin, send her rent was paid. The government. In the vicinity of New York Airport, cell phone from Damian Butler. Chris, you brought your ass in here and you saw the damn thumbnail. Get your ass out of here. You ain't got to tell me you out of here. Hell, you had to bring your ass in here and say that. Hell. Why the hell click on the damn video when you see who the hell we talking about? But y'all about to piss me off again. I told y'all I'm running on fumes. Don't come here playing with me. Sorry to my visitors. I don't want y'all to think that I'm crazy or nothing. But golly, you ain't got to say all of that. Just leave. Anyway, this is a cell phone from Damian Butler, okay? And it says, 3 of my doors are broken and this is crazy. D-Rock then texts back and says, he is coming to the house. He just texted me. I don't think it's a good idea to leave your place. That's not going to make it better. He has my key. I don't feel safe. I'm assuming some of that was her saying that she didn't feel safe. All right, the government is still reading. Now Trump, your pussy ass daddy. Bye. I'm in a reading mood. Leave me alone, y'all mods. I know some of y'all are probably working, but y'all might want to get these people out of here today. Please, please. As soon as you see them, swipe or no swiping. Because if I have to do it, I'm cussing them out first. Okay? So, thank y'all. Okay. So, AUSA. Is everything just like going off and going crazy? Anyway, AUSA reading the key as a blue fuzzy tail, or the key has a blue fuzzy tail. Just take it. D-Rock says, I'm at the house. Puff is here. You know I can't take your keys from him. The judge says, thank you. The government may now call in its next witness. The government calls Special Agent Andre Lamont. Where do you work? Homeland Security in Los Angeles in the human trafficking unit. Do you execute search warrants? Yes. I have 50 or 60 so far. Did you search 200 South Mapleton Drive, LA? Yes. Homeland Security's New York asked Homeland Security LA to be involved. We executed the search warrant. Here's an exhibit. Please publish it. 200 South Mapleton Drive. What are these other buildings? Sauna, recording studio. And what rooms were searched? All. It is a large property. This is what the agent is saying. It is a large property. I went through the objects that we seized, then entered them into our case management system. We moved to enter into evidence these exhibits. Objection. That's from Agnophilia. Sidebar. And so they're currently on the sidebar right now. Unless they back. They're back. These exhibits are admitted. What are these? The floor plans of 200 South Mapleton. How do you know that they are accurate? He says, because I was there. How many manila envelopes? How many manila envelopes were there in the nightstand? He says 6. What was written on them? K. Just the letter K. Publish the stipulation. Testing determined in the K envelope with a shamrock on it was ketamine, the rug. Child. All right, so we're just gonna keep on seeing what's happening. What's up, Kashori's Kitchen? What's going on, Lee? What's going on, Brittany? What's going on, everybody? No, I don't see it anymore. I don't see it anymore. Thank y'all for getting them out of here. Charlie, come and be here playing with me today. I don't want to be played with today. Hey, King Quiche or Queen Quiche. I'm sorry. Lord have mercy. All right. Oh, that's who made that dress. Oh, okay. Okay. Again, shout out to everybody that's in the building. I thank you guys for being here. Please double tap that screen. All right. And also, if you'd like to be a blessing to the platform, you guys know how to do so. I be wanting you trolls, especially since y'all got so much to say. Send a cash app, honey. Mm-hmm. Send a Friday cash app. And plus it's Papa's Day weekend. Just send a cash app over here. All right, let's see what CNN talking about. Um, they're talking about this woman's pay. Another message chain ready today was between Combs and his ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura and D Rock, one of Combs' security guards in January of 2017. Wow. Oh, D Rock. Have we heard anything from D Rock since this trial has been going on? I noticed a lot of them have been quiet since the trial has been going on. And I also don't know if y'all saw, but Don Richard, or however you say her last name, she is now on the board of with the Grammys. She's over there on the board for the Grammys now. So we're just waiting on updates. y'all. Um, let's see. Right, good for Dom. I've seen several people that are now on the board. Um happening. Boom, 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 boom. How you wanna girls so you think it's funny how you wanna spend on girl. I can't sleep anymore. Waiting for love to walk. I wish I did anymore. I'm having an Angie Stone moment over here. Um, I think it's a bump Angie Stone type of day for me. That's what I think. I think it's a bump Angie Stone type of day to me. I am missing my Angie girl. Shout out to Queen Sheba for being boots on the ground. Yes, I'm feeling all right this morning. I'm just tired. Just extremely tired. Um, I didn't go to bed till after 3 o'clock. And there we go with a yawn, honey. Lord have mercy. Get you out of here, girl. I do it myself because I ain't got time to play with y'all today. I know you think it's funny. All right, there we go. It is 9:29 in the mountain. 9:29 was 10:29 on the East Coast. It do feel like it's a little bit later in the day, but it is 9:29. Let's see. Do we have a tweet? Looks like we do. Okay, so is there a safe? What? No, she said, is there a safe in the closet? And the agent says, yes, it's gray. They're in the photos. What was in the safe? A passport for Sean Diddy Combs in a plastic bag with the substance in it. The AUSA says stipulation at prior 15 through 16. Testing found the brown pebbles were MDMA. So he had rugs and other stuff in his safe. And what I'm seeing people saying is that rug use is not a federal crime. That's not why they got this person on the stand though. They got the person on the stand because they got the Miami people in. They just need to know what was taken from the house. Relax. Some of y'all just relax, honey. Relax. They'll get to that point. And people know what they doing. What they got to do with the girl? We have heard from all other people. Now all of a sudden, y'all got a problem with hearing from these people. If y'all don't quit, to use, you have to have possession. Exactly. And where are you getting them from? Not only where are you getting them from, but how are you getting them? How is that person getting them? Yeah, all that stuff be included. That's why they ask all these questions. That's why they bring these type of witnesses on the stand. So you think it's funny? That girl said, I hate when people think I'm dumb. I go down here and they talking about you need to replace your Cadillac converter. I don't even drive a Cadillac. I drive a Jeep. Girl, you are dumb then. Very dumb. What is in this bag? Johnson and Johnson baby oil. Astroglide is some lingerie. Where else was Astroglide and baby oil found? In the bathroom and in the garage. Not the garage, honey. Show the photos. Bookcase full of baby oil and a drawer full of Astroglide is in the photo. Child. That's why I say, what you have it in the garage for, child? The garage? On a bookcase? That what the thing say? Got me over here like, girl, what? Girl, what? Oh, that's what's his name. Oh, shout out. Oh, shout out. Yeah, Johnson and Johnson. Oh, girl, they got you out of here before I got you. Astroglide ain't got to advertise this all year. They gonna okay. Remember when after Diddy's raid happened on his house? Y'all remember that Johnson and Johnson stock and stuff went up. Mm-hmm. Yup. Ain't no way his Tootsie is still rolling without rugs. Right. That's why I said I know you over there having withdrawals. Na 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 na. The yin yang twins and we're back again. That K is supposed to be really strong. That's what I heard. Baby, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know though. How you gonna spend your money? All right, we got another tweet. Let's see. All right. Boxes marked in the next photo, boxes marked Astroglide. 2 dozen boxes. 2 dozen boxes. 24 boxes of Astroglide? Girl, where were these boxes of Astroglide? In the garage? Overall, how much bottles of baby oil did you find? 200. And how many bottles of Astroglide in 200 South Mapleton did you find? 900. And I'm not exaggerating. 900. 900. 200 bottles of baby oil and 900 bottles of Astroglide. Boy, you should have about damn owned half of Astroglide if you gonna have 900 damn bottles of Astroglide. Shouldn't you have owned it? You should have owned Astroglide at that point. Like at that point, you should have had a stake in the company. You should have owned half the company at that point. That's crazy. That means he was having these free calls a lot more than what we think, or a lot more than what these folks testified to. He was having free calls with all kind of people. 900 bottles of Astroglide, man, get out of here. And 200 big bottles of Baby Earl, child. I know Johnson and Johnson and in the Astroglide, people probably wonder what the hell. Lord have mercy. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, 200 bottles of baby oil, 900 bottles of Astroglide. That is crazy. Let's turn to the firearms found on in the residence, and this is where I'm interested. What are these? And so I'm assuming she's showing a picture. Agent says a Ruger, a Glock, pow pow, and some AR-15 platform. Show this photo. What is this? The Smith and Wesson on the chair. 330 round magazines. Child. Right, the ultimate slip and slide. The ultimate slip and slide. Child. This is insane. This is literally insane. How you gonna spend the money? Okay, let's see. Okay, y'all, listen. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I'm going to put up separate videos of his testimony along with his cross-examination. That's how I'm gonna have to do today, y'all. I gotta get to I gotta get a couple of things done today. Which um yeah, I gotta get a couple things done today. Scott, I don't know who Scott Davis is. Uh, but honey, you had sent the Cash App and you canceled it before the shit even came through. Scott canceled that Cash App before it even came through. Okay, hold on. Let me read this one since it's up here. Okay, so the agent then says there is a 5.11 bag. I don't know what that means. What's that? The agent says just a bag. And this rifles and Mossberg Pow Pow was in it. And this a drum magazine, large capacity. This one was a 60 round. It had 59 rounds of green tip and ammunition in it. Child. Um. So again, they're talking about those pow pows. And again, the prosecution and the so Scott, I'm gonna cuss your ass out. Let me cuss you out. Let me cuss you out. Scott sent. Let me tell you about Scott. Scott sent $100 uh request. That's what it was. Scott sent $100 request talking about for help me. Scott, I don't know you. Okay. And people like that come over here and that's what y'all do. Let me show you what I'm going to do to you. Now, Scott, go find somebody else to play with on this damn YouTube. Okay. Go find somebody else to play with on this YouTube. Baby, somebody that gets that house shouldn't be allowed to have plastic forks. Let alone listen. Shouldn't have nothing. To be honest, shouldn't have nothing. Okay, let's be very clear. I just can't get over these 90 or these 900 bottles of Astroglide. That is insane. But anyway, listen, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. I might come back later, but for the most part, I'm going to probably do uploads. So around lunchtime, there'll be an upload about today's testimony because I'm quite sure that they're not going to keep him on the stand forever. With that being said, guys, if nothing else, I do hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll be back on track, I promise, on Monday. Back on track on Monday. Today, I just need to get a lot of things done. Okay. Especially y'all know what this weekend is. So if you would like to bless your boy, you could do so. However you see fit, I greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all of it. I ain't gonna dare step in the way of my blessing. Okay. But with that being said, I will talk to you guys later and be on the lookout. Patreon, of course, you'll be notified first, but be on the lookout for these videos. All right. Y'all have a good day. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.